Growing up, when we were young boys, the best parties were kept at Roy McTaggart's house on Crew Road. That's our next speaker, and representing Georgetown East is Roy McTaggart.
I'm Roy McTaggart, and I am running in Georgetown East in this general election, immediately following Hurricane Ivan in 2004. At that time, I have never seen a community come together as strong and cohesive as I experienced in the Georgetown East and Georgetown South districts. That kindness and caring attitude is something I think we maybe have lost or forgotten over the last several years. And I would like to see if I can't try to bring that back into our life here in Georgetown East and become more integrated and more accommodating of each other, trying to understand each other more and to embrace each other.
Forward, forward, PPM. We're barely surviving the hike in the price, but we should be fighting. These are our islands. People come together. Let's change for the better. PPM ain't no quick ties. Experience delivers. Something needs to happen when it's something tried and true.
Good evening, Cayman. Which way we going? Forward. Which way we going? And who we going with? Way to go! So come April 30th, who you voting for? Good. Good evening, folks. What a delight. Honestly, I'm standing up here, all I see is red. Honestly, and the few of you that are in a different color, if I could persuade you, go over to the table and get a red shirt and just put it on. It would be even more beautiful. But thank you all for coming out tonight to support us. This is indeed really special to see so many people here supporting us in this opening campaign. Ladies and gentlemen, this election is about the future we want for our country. Before you tonight stand 13 candidates, all of whom are members of the People's Progressive Movement, or the PPM, who have all agreed to campaign together in the best interests of these Cayman Islands. I hope and I expect that come April 30th, we will be 13 elected members of Parliament ready to form the next government of these islands. Do you believe it? Do you believe we can do it? Will you walk with us on this road? Will you vote for us on April 30th? Together we can do all things. Tonight, I want to talk to you briefly and stand before you to discuss a principle that lies at the very heart of our political movement and vision for the future. That's the topic of good governance. Not exactly the most interesting necessarily topic, but is one that is so urgent and so important. In a world that often seems chaotic and unpredictable, good governance serves as a beacon of stability, trust, and progress. It is the foundation upon which we build our societies, ensure justice, and promote economic and social development. It's not necessary, it is not merely a buzzword. It is a commitment to the values and practices that responsible and effective leadership. It is guided by the principles of transparency and accountability, participation, and the rule of law. These principles are not just ideals. They are actionable and they are measurable standards that we, as your elected representatives, pledge to uphold. Tonight, our people are clamoring for good governance after the chaos of the past 4 years. They want stable, responsible government. So let me speak briefly about each of the principles I just mentioned. First, Transparency is a cornerstone of good governance. It means that government actions and decisions are open and accessible to the public. We will ensure that information flows freely between the government and the citizens we serve. This includes clear and open communication about policies, decisions, and allocation of resources. By doing so, we build trust and prevent corruption, ensuring that every dollar of taxpayer money is used efficiently and effectively. Second, accountability. Accountability ensures that those in power are held responsible for their actions. And I know you clamor for that. It is a system of checks and balances that guarantees that government officials answer to the people. We will establish robust mechanisms for oversight and evaluation, ensuring that any misuse of power is properly addressed. Accountability fosters a culture of responsibility and integrity, where public servants are motivated by the desire to serve the community and its people rather than personal gain. Participation is the essence of our democracy. It means that every citizen has the right and opportunity to contribute to the decision-making process. We will create an inclusive environment where diverse voices are heard and valued. This involves not only encouraging public engagement in elections, but also in everyday governance. By fostering a culture of participation, we will tap into the collective wisdom of our society and ensure that policies reflect the true needs and aspirations of our people. Finally, the rule of law is the backbone of a just society. It means that laws are applied equally and fairly to all individuals, regardless of their status. We will ensure that our legal frameworks are clear, consistent, and enforced without prejudice. The rule of law protects human rights, maintains order, and provides a stable environment for economic and social progress. It is essential that we maintain the strength and reputation of our judicial systems and ensure that justice is accessible to all. Ladies and gentlemen, good governance is not an abstract concept. It is a tangible commitment to the principles that guide our actions and decisions. It is about creating a government that is responsive, responsible, and resilient. A government that listens to its people, acts with integrity, and strives for excellence in public service. That is what we will bring to government. The PPM will continue to build Cayman's capacity and capability for good governance. We will bring back to office an experienced and knowledgeable team that blends a track record of having delivered successfully for Caymanians while previously in government, with fresh ideas and experience from outside of government. We pledge to exercise fiscal restraint and ensure that we always remain compliant with the framework for fiscal responsibility. We will not raise fees, nor will we undertake new borrowing, and we will continue to pay down the national debt during our term in office. And ladies and gentlemen, what I just said to you is nothing new. We've done it before. And you know what? We'll do it again. But we need you to give us the chance by electing us. So I ask you again, you voting for us? As we move forward, let us remember that good governance is a shared responsibility. It requires the active involvement of citizens, civil society, and government institutions. Together, we can build a nation that is not only prosperous, but also just and fair. In conclusion, I pledge our unwavering commitment to the principles of good governance. We will work tirelessly to ensure that our government upholds the values of transparency, accountability, participation, and the rule of law. We will strive to create and maintain a society where every individual has the opportunity to thrive and where the government truly serves the people. Before I take my seat, I want to thank my constituents in Georgetown East. It has been my honor to serve you and the people of the Cayman Islands. I hope that come April 30th, you will return me to a seat in Parliament to continue to work on your behalf. So I thank you all for listening to me, and I invite you tonight, let's begin and let us all embark on this journey together towards better governance and a brighter future for all. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Roy. McTaggart. Our next speaker from Newlands, we welcome back Alva Suckoo. Alva isn't just a politician, he's a leader who has made an impact across many fields. No matter where he's worked, one thing has stayed the same, his commitment to serving the people of the Cayman Islands. Welcome, Alva.
Alva Suckoo, and I'm the PPM candidate for the constituency of Newlands. I'm not someone who reaches for the limelight. I'm typically a shy person. But I was probably most unlikely to go into something like politics. But what drove me was the passion to serve and to help others and to make people's lives better. And when I graduated university with my first degree, I remember the plane ride home and looking at Cayman from way up in the plane and saying, I think at some point I may want to do that. I may want to serve at that level.
Wake up, you've got the power. You've got my people in the east, yo, you gotta wake up. Midwest, dirty south, yo, you gotta stand up. All my homies in the west, yo, you gotta wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
I just want to start off with a little crowd participation. You all see these 3 words up here? Proven stable leadership. Can you all say it for me? Stable leadership. One more time. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It's an incredible honor to stand before you tonight as the PPM candidate for the constituency of Newlands, Grand Cayman. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight to support our team. Your presence here tonight is a testament to the strength and unity of our community, and I am truly, truly humbled by the trust and faith you have placed in all of us. Newlands is more than just a place on the map. It's home for many of us. It is where our families have grown, where our children play, and where we've built strong and a resilient community together. But like many of you, I know that we face real challenges. The rising cost of living is putting pressure on our families. Access to affordable housing and affordable healthcare remains a struggle for all of us. The traffic issues, flooding, increasing crime, road safety concerns are foremost on all of our minds. We need to invest more in our students, our infrastructure, and our future generations. We need to ensure that our working adults receive lifelong learning opportunities. We need to take better care of our elderly, our young people, and the most vulnerable in our communities. And that is why I am running. I am running because I believe Newlands deserves a much stronger voice. A leader who will actually listen, take action, and deliver real results. I have proudly served this community before, and I have seen firsthand the challenges we all face. But I have also seen the strength, the determination, and the spirit of the people of Newlands. And that is what drives me. As a proud member of the PPM, I am standing with a team that has the experience, the vision to make a difference. Together, we are going to work to lower the cost of living, provide more support for small businesses, and create opportunities for our young people. We will push for better health care, especially for our seniors and our young people. We will deliver safer communities. We will fix the traffic issues once and for all. We will ensure our young adults have a realistic pathway to home ownership. But most importantly, and I want you to listen carefully, I promise to be accessible, accountable, and responsive to you. This isn't about politics. This is about my people. It's about making sure that every family in Newlands feels secure, supported, and heard. Tonight marks the beginning of a new chapter, not just for my campaign, but for our entire community. This is our time to begin, to come together, our time to work together, our time to build a brighter future for Newlands and the Cayman Islands. And so I am asking, I am imploring you to give me your support, not just at the ballot box, but throughout this entire journey. I want you all to join me, stand with me, and together, let's make Newlands a model for progress and prosperity. One more time. What are those three words behind me? Stable leadership. And who's going to deliver that? I want you all to vote straight PPM from the Brock right down to Georgetown. We need every one of these individuals behind me, and the one that's not here yet, to be elected April 30th. We all need to do this together. Thank you all tonight for your attention, for your support. God bless you all. Cayman Islands.
Proven state leadership. Now the next speaker needs no introduction. From time you name this person, everybody knows who it is. And we are privileged that he's with us. There's only one of this person, Dwayne John Seymour. Dwayne John Seymour represents Bordentown East. Dwayne came and looked for leadership. John kept it real. He didn't just read from a script. He spoke to the people, for the people. He made sure families understood what was happening and fought to get them the support they needed. Welcome, John, to the podium.
I'm Dwayne John Seymour, and I'm running for Bordentown East. The favorite thing I like about my district is the camaraderie. Growing up, that our area that we grew up in Gun Square, most of the people still have long relationships, over 50, over 60 years relationships, and they still move together, they still meet together, they still cook together, and still play dominoes together. And that's the pride that keeps me wanting to represent Bordentown East.
You can depend on me. Yes, you can. corner, friend. I'm in your corner. Anytime the trouble is on, I'm in your corner, friend. I'm in your corner. When you need someone around, you know I'll be your friend. 'Cause I'm in your corner. Anytime the trouble is on, yeah, I'm in your corner, friend. 'Cause I'm in your corner.
Good night, good night. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and a special welcome to the constituents of Bordentown East. Bordentown East, where are you? I see you. It gives me great pleasure to be on this platform tonight at the Compass Greens. I am happy to be a part of this group, but in particular, proud to be Caymanian, proud to be from the first capital of Bordentown, or in the old days, they would say Dallas. And I must note, this very road, Shedden Road, is where I was born. Happy International's Women's Day. I see my two aunts up front. Shedden Road. The old cliche of this election is a very important one. Well, I can tell you the cliche is right. We have suffered a backward move in politics over the last 4 years if politics hadn't already been given a black eye. Ladies and gentlemen, in this political season of 2025, if we ever turn this country over to the wrong group, we will further regress. This is not a time for regression. This is time for forward movement, especially with the cost of living spiraling out of control. And this is why I choose to be with this group, because the progressives will move forward, and not just for some of the fat cats, but for everyone as shown in the past. That word was for you know who. They'll make a story out of that tomorrow. The show don't have any likes unless they call my name. It said that progress lies not in enhancing what it is, but advancing towards what will be. Progress is not an illusion. Yes, it will happen, but be reminded it is slow and invariably disappointing at times. So the secret of making progress is to get started. We all want progress, but if you're on the wrong road or the wrong party for that matter, do you see where I'm going? Progress then means doing an about turn. In other words, getting away from this independence, hurry, come, get up after the election horse trade, and walking back to the right road. In that case, the right group is the PPM. I have always tried to get the most for Bordentown because that's my job. But it's most important